Hi everyone. Welcome to my video. I am doing a card reading today for the full moon in Taurus. It is also a blue moon because it is the second full moon in the same month. And today is Halloween, which is why I look like this. And I love dressing up for Halloween. My inner child loves dressing up for Halloween. So I'm super happy today and excited. I love Halloween. Anyway, so obviously it's Saturday, October 31st, and I know I just put out my Scorpio reading not that long ago, but I really wanted to do a reading for this full moon because I feel like it's such big energy, and yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of big energy. Plus the last reading was kind of heavy. The messages were kind of heavy anyway, and so I thought maybe I would try to do this reading, and maybe we can get some messages that aren't so heavy. So anyway, I'm a butterfly, if you couldn't tell. And yeah, so I pulled the cards that are appropriate for this full moon. I pulled the Taurus card. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. So Taurus is the fixed earth sign, very grounded. Yeah, very grounded, likes luxury, comfort, things like that. So the next one is the full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. So yeah, Taurus would be practical and grounded. And then we have, it's a fixed moon, because Taurus is a fixed sign. And it says, hold your vision. Fixed moon, hold your vision. So, and then we have a blue moon card, which we don't get to pull out very often. So it's believe in the impossible. And then I didn't pull it, but I think the full moon card, I usually pull it for the full moon readings, but I think it says trust in the divine plan or something like that. So this seems like exciting to me. Dream that your wildest dreams can come true, but you have to make a practical plan to make them come true. You have to ground it to the earth plane, to the physical world, somehow. So, yeah, so full moons are about releasing. Usually I always say that, releasing things. This feels like, though, manifesting energy to me. Okay, so, oh, I should have, sorry, I didn't pull any of these cards ahead of time besides those ones that I don't shuffle for. So, okay, hopefully this isn't too long. Okay, I'm just going to pull, this is the Mystical Shaman deck. And, oh, we got two, I think. Ready? Good. I'm trying to, hopefully this will go fast. I'm trying to hurry. I have to try to get this video done. I don't think I'll get it uploaded before I go, but I'm going to try. But it takes so long for me to upload a video, I don't think I'll have time. So I'm probably going to be uploading this tonight when I get home. Sometimes it takes the whole night. So this might not be uploaded, okay then, until tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, but it doesn't matter. Like I've said before, the energy, it's not a sudden energy. It waxes and wanes. So, let's see if we can get, this is the Light Seers Tarot. Trying to get them. Hurry up, the spirit. 1, 2, wish I would have given me 3. It's all right. Okay, one more. I'm like really trying to rush it, which you can't really rush this shuffling cards, but whatever. Okay, I'll get this one. I'll show them all to you when I'm done. And then I got my deck here that I wanted to pull from my deck. I think these. These are less slippery than the other ones, maybe. So, anyway, I hope you guys are maybe doing something fun for Halloween. I am, which I'm super excited about. Okay. I'm going to my friend's wedding What a cool day to have a wedding. Okay, and then the regular, oh, I guess the light series is regular tarot, but this is another regular tarot. This is a little tiny deck. It's cats. It's like tarot pig and cats or something. Let's see. These are very hard to shuffle. They're so tiny. These are tiny, okay. These are tiny little cards. Look on the bottom. The Knight of Swords. Show it to you. Oh, we got that glare, sorry. Also, that doesn't look like it's focusing. Focus. Focus. I don't know. Sorry. It's the Knight of Swords. The cat version. I never use these cards. I actually got these cards for my son. He loves cats. But he's not really into the tarot. Imagine that. So anyway, oh, okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with number 21, The Gatherer, from the Mystical Shaman. This is very fall looking, isn't it? Very appropriate for today, I think. The Gatherer, like it's harvest time. It's time to harvest. You've done all the work. Time to reap the rewards. Number 20, Flow. She's like manipulating the water. Looks like water with her energy. And number 23, The Giveaway. I have to try to see if I've got it in the frame okay, and if it looks like it's in focus. Oh, my stomach is grumbling because I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten anything today yet because I'm trying to get ready. I'm trying to do all these things. And I don't do well being rushed, if you know me. And then we got this, from the light series, we got the Six of Pentacles. It's like, I can think of someone giving somebody a gift. Which I am going to a wedding and I'm going to be giving them a gift today, so maybe that's that. Okay, Four of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Capricorn card, so I always strongly identify with this card. The Queen of Pentacles. It looks so different with all this makeup on. I normally wear makeup in these videos, but not like this kind of, I don't normally do this kind of makeup. I don't even know how to put makeup on, so I was like, I hope it looks okay. I think it's all right. It's good enough. And then with my cards, I got Game On, Go Team. Game on, go team. Go team, go. Game on, yeah. Game on. Lifts you up and escape. And then we got Roaring Back. It's got a lion and then a cat. This, I know what this is. I know what message that's giving me. And then we have the Two of Swords. It's a different interpretation of the Two of Swords. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. Oh yeah, you can see, I suppose. It's a cat walking on like a tightrope between the two swords, and the cat's blindfolded because in the Two of Swords, the traditional Two of Swords, there's a woman, she's blindfolded. These cards are just so tiny. And then we have the Three of Cups. This is a good card for today. Celebration. Getting together with friends and celebrating. Okay, I hope this isn't just like a personal reading for me, but I don't know. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So we had two threes. We have the Two of Swords and then the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is about working together. Coming together like with soul family and coming up with a plan to make something happen. I don't know what those symbols on those pentacles mean. They're all looking in different directions, though. It's like they need to focus together. Or each of them has their own strength, and so coming together, they can make something big happen, combining their strengths. That's reminding me of how I've been wanting to... Recently, I've been all of a sudden having this huge urge to like find some land somewhere off the grid and get people to come with who know how to do different things, and we could all make our own little community, have our own little tribe or something, where we can get away from this 3D matrix, this fake world that that we find ourselves in, that I just can't really do anymore. I just mostly stay home in my own house, in my bubble, so that I don't have to be exposed to it too much. But anyway, so I don't know, those cards are making me think of that. So these are supposed to be, these wings are hook onto my fingers, but I found it was very difficult to like shuffle the cards and stuff with them. It's supposed to be like a shawl kind of a thing. Okay. Okay, so we got all the cards. That didn't take too long. Okay. Let's see what I get here. Someone's holding on to something very tightly. Someone's being stubborn. Ooh, that's good Taurus energy. Taurus is stubborn. Someone's being stubborn, not wanting to let something go, holding on tightly. I just saw 11:11 on the clock. Yeah, someone is holding on to something very tightly, and they just don't want to give it up. They just don't want to let go of it. It's reminding me of, I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain this to you on my, if you know me on Facebook, maybe you've seen it. I've posted a couple times, I think. It's like a cartoon, and it shows Jesus holding a big fancy teddy bear behind his back, and the little girl is like clinging on to her favorite little teddy bear, and the caption says something like, "Trust me," maybe, I think. The point is, she has to let go of the little ratty teddy bear, her comfort zone. She has to be willing to give up the comfort zone in order to receive the bigger, amazing blessings from God. So that is what this card is making me think of today. So maybe somebody's holding on to something, and the new can't come in until you let go of the old. I mean, we talk about that a lot with these new moon and full moon readings of the full moons are releasing, you release something, so then when the new moon comes, you can manifest and bring something new into your life. So it's that whole cycle of things. So it's, yeah, so it's full moon releasing, that's what I'm getting. It's time to release something in your life that you're clinging to. That could be anything. That could be a thought, a belief pattern, a thought pattern, a way of doing things. You've always done it this way, the same way. Maybe it's time to think of doing it a new way, a different way. You know, obviously, as I always say, it could be like a relationship, any kind of relationship. Could be job, could be anything. Anything you think of. You could be holding on to something, and if you just let go of it, then something amazing can come in. And you won't believe it. It's going to be so amazing. That's exciting. It's going to be so amazing. Okay. Spirit cracks me up with the messages they give me. It's like really exciting. Oh, okay. Really exciting. Like game on. And go team. Yeah, working together. I'm getting a lot of like working together, collaborating. Maybe it's time to get some kind of project going with other people. Gather your resources. Yeah, I really very much like that feeling of how I want to get people together and start like our own little commune or something. But it doesn't have to be something as on a scale that large. It can be a smaller thing, but like it's time to get a project going with other people. If you've been thinking about something or feeling like this little nudges to do something with somebody else or with other people, it might be time to start making, sorry, the light, making a practical plan to get it going, to get it started. It's time to start. Time to start. It's time to use your magic to manifest. Also, I'm getting the message with the flow. this is making me think of like staying in the flow, the creative flow, the creative energy. It's kind of like the feminine, going with the flow, just following your intuition, not using your mind too much, letting your heart lead. And if you're trying to do something and it's a real struggle and you keep coming up against obstacles or blocks, or it's just like nothing is working and you're like really trying, my advice is, from my own personal experience, to just stop. Stop trying to do whatever that is that you're trying to do. If you have to fight that hard to make it happen, it's probably not supposed to be happening. And you can keep fighting it. I've learned this the very hard way. You can keep fighting and trying to make it happen, and you can make it happen, and then it might be not what you thought it was going to be. And you might end up having a big problem on your hand. So just living in the flow is like, things should happen easily and naturally. And if you live in the flow, then the universe will bring you what you need in each moment to make whatever is meant to happen, happen. So don't fight it so much. It doesn't have to be a struggle. Kind of just let go. Let go of the struggle. Let go of anything that's difficult, cumbersome. Cumbersome, that's a weird word. Yeah, just do things that lift you up, that lift your spirits, that feel good, that are easy, that come naturally. And that happens when you live in your heart, live from your heart, with an open heart. And you can escape out of misery. That seems like a strong word, but that's what they gave me. You can escape out of misery by doing the things that lift up your spirits, that make you feel good, and not doing things just out of obligation anymore. Kind of putting your own wants and needs before other people's. So maybe somebody out there tends to be a people pleaser, or tends to do things out of obligation, expectation, things they're expected to do, but that aren't what they really want to do. They're not what their heart is telling them to do. So now would be a good time to let go of all of that. Let go of everybody else's expectations and what you think you should be doing, and follow your heart and do what you want to do. And then that's how the magic happens. That's how the magic can come in. Okay, so somebody is blocking magic from their life. I call it magic. Somebody's blocking that by clinging too tightly to the old ways, the way they've always done things, other people's expectations, being the good girl or the good boy. And yeah, if you can just let that go and go with the flow instead of all the other stuff, fighting against the current, then the magic will come in, the magic will happen, and things, miracles can happen. Miracles happen every day. And they can happen for you, they can happen for anybody. But you have to have an open heart. Your heart has to be open, you have to be living from your heart space to have miracles happen. I always wanted to be psychic. My whole life I wanted to be psychic from the time I was a little girl. Since I first learned what psychic was, I guess. Although I think I knew before then even. I think I was born knowing. Anyway, I always wanted to be psychic and didn't think I was psychic at all, which is funny because I am. But the first time I ever channeled somebody who had passed on to the other side, somebody who had passed away, it was a stranger. I didn't ever even know him in this life, and it was okay. there was a woman in one of my Facebook groups, and she made this post, and her husband had just died, and she was struggling and looking for, I don't know, she was just venting, or she was looking for, I don't remember what her specific point of her making this post was. But I had put on there that I was holding her in my heart space. That's what I was guided to say. So I did. And then after I put that, I thought, well, what the heck does that mean? This was probably like 2 years ago. I was like, I don't really, what does it mean I'm going to hold her in my heart space? So I thought, well, I better do that. I said I was going to do that. I better actually try. I'm like, I don't really know what that means. But I thought, okay, so I went into my heart. I opened my heart. I just feel it open, expanding, expansive. Take a couple deep breaths. And then I just thought about her. I didn't even know her. I just knew her name. But I just said her name, and I thought about her, and I just thought about her while I was feeling my heart. And then all of a sudden I got this download of her husband, who had just passed, with talking to me. But I didn't know, at that time I didn't have enough experience with channeling. I didn't really understand. I thought I was just making it up. I'm like, well, this is kind of, it was this whole thing he was saying. And I thought, well, that's weird. And then anyway, so the point of that story is that it really was him. I verified that it was him with her because of some of the things that he specifically said were not things that I would say personally or have come up with on my own. So, and then I thought, wow, that's amazing. I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to, communicate with people on the other side or be psychic. And then after I didn't really understand how it had happened. And then after I've had enough of the experiences of channeling and having things happen, I came to the realization it's because your heart is the portal. Your heart connects you to everything that is or ever was or ever will be. All the possibilities, the quantum field, you're connected in your heart space. It's like, this is where your magic is. This all sounds, I hear people talking about like, oh yeah, have an open heart and living in your heart, from your heart or whatever, and love is the answer, and love, and you many of you will hear me say these things all the time, and you think, oh, that sounds great, but that's kind of, I don't know. I remember just thinking like, okay, but I'm telling you, this is why Jesus spent his whole time, probably his whole life he was probably talking about it, but especially when he was doing his ministry, or whatever you want to call it, talking about love and how important love is. And you see the pictures with him with the Sacred Heart and the heart on fire. And it's like, because that's the answer. That's where you're a powerful creator if you can open your heart and create from your heart. That's how you make magic. And that's how you can perform miracles and have miracles happen to you. So that's how I can channel and do psychic things now. Is I've learned the secret is the heart, being in the heart. Okay, that was like a long, thing. I'm laughing because this Queen of Pentacles, look at her eyeshadow, is the same eyeshadow that I'm wearing. It's the same color. And this is I always think this is my card, so this must just be a little wink to me. But, and she's got like, you guys, this is so funny. See, she's got, they're like little branches or twigs kind of a thing. They're coming out, they look like antlers. Capricorn's an earth, Pentacles are earth, the earth element. Capricorn is an earth sign. But anyway, so she's got these two things coming out of her head. Like I do. And she's got the same color eyeshadow. Okay, I like that. That's fun. See, you cannot make this up. Like I don't think about the cards when I'm shuffling. I just shuffle and let whatever wants to come out. And then I'm always blown away by the magic. So here you get to witness the magic. That's funny, right? Her lips even look like the same color as my lips today. I don't know if that's just to show you guys how the magic works or if there's a message. that's just for me. I'm not, little wink to me. I don't know. So cats. Well, obviously I'm using the cat tarot, so there's going to be cats, but there's like, and then this card has the cats on it. This is so weird. It has like a defect. In the eye. Oh, okay. I don't know. If somebody has a cat out there, might be having eye problems. Like cataracts? Does somebody have a cat who has cataracts or something? I don't know what the message would be for that. Like, maybe you should take them to the vet to get it checked out. That is so crazy. When I laminated it, a defect was created right on top of the one of the eyes of this cat. And that is weird. Okay, so this card is, I knew right away what the message of this card is because I just saw on Facebook yesterday there was a post that had a cat, had like a lion statue, like cement statue, and then a real cat was sitting like right in between the legs of the lion statue. And it said something like, when you become connected to your higher self. So it's like the lion is your higher self and you're the cat. So that message here is, don't forget that you're always connected to your higher self. Your higher self is an aspect of you that stays outside of the 3D matrix and stays in the spirit world, and you are directly connected to it at all times. And if you can, it's when people begin to tap into that connection, that's how people get messages like I do. So basically, when I'm getting messages, when I'm channeling, I mean, I get messages from just spirit in general, I would say, sometimes it's specific other souls. But I think a lot of times it's just my higher self, because my higher self like has a direct connection into me, and I'm not explaining this very well, I'm sorry, but so my higher self basically stays out in the spirit world with the other spirits, and they can communicate with each other, and then my higher self is the one who gives me the information direct, because we have a direct connection. So like I said, you can get signs and messages from other spirits, but if you can learn how to tap into your higher self, tap into that connection, that's how the magic happens. So if you're trying to figure out how to make magic happen in your life, and you're seeing other people do it and you want to do it, that's how you do it. You connect to your higher self in your heart. And that, Spirit always has your back. Spirit will protect you. Oh, I didn't even notice. I didn't know this. When I even made this, like I made these cards, I didn't really look, I don't know, I just made them. And this lion, there's a little baby lion cub there. And like the big one's protecting the little one. That's so nice. So you're always protected and you're always safe. And yeah. Let's see. Well, these are much more lighthearted messages than the last reading, so that's good. That's what I was hoping for. And a gift, again, I said this when I pulled this card, but this card is very much right now saying to me that like someone is going to give somebody a gift. Like I said, I'm going to a wedding, so I am giving a gift today. So maybe it's just for me, but I feel, no, it's not just for me. Somebody else is going to give somebody else a gift. So if you've been thinking about giving somebody a gift, this might be, the message might be that you should do it, or it might be just letting you know that you might be getting a gift from somebody. Like a physical, tangible gift, because pentacles are the earth element, which is the material world. And pentacles are thought of as like money, kind of. So it's just very much like something you can hold, something you can touch, like something in the real world, not just like, I don't know, not just like giving someone love or something. It's like actually giving them a gift. And then we have the giveaway. So like giving giving a gift. Give away material things. So somebody out there watching this needs to hear that maybe it's time to start giving away your stuff. And this message does resonate with me personally, but this isn't just for me, this is for somebody else too. But I've been thinking I'm going to have a garage sale. I'm going to try to have a garage sale in the spring or in the summer. And I'm going to probably sell and get rid of a lot of my things. So maybe somebody else out there needs to start thinking about that. Like just, and we are still in the Mercury retrograde, which is a good time to go through and declutter, organize closets, get rid of things you don't need anymore, things like that. So maybe somebody else out there also needs to do that, needs to start paring down your things. Taurus, yeah, okay. Taurus rules material possessions. It rules the second house, which is the house of money and material possessions and things, the physical world. So yeah. Maybe someone out there has hoarding tendencies. I do personally have a little bit of hoarding tendencies, but I've gotten better as I get older. But like I said, I'm going to really go through my stuff. I'm going to get rid of a lot of things once winter's over. So I have winter to kind of like go through and put things away that I'm going to get rid of when the spring and summer comes. Because the more things you have, the more problems you have. Material things weigh you down. They're not bad. Material things can bring you joy. And can, add value to your life. But there's a balance there of having too much and having just what you need, just the things that, this is reminding me a lot of that lady who does the minimalism lady. What's her name? Marie Kondo or something? I don't know. I never watched her thing or anything, but I just saw a lot of people talking about it or something on Facebook. And what does she always says, like, only keep it if it brings you joy. So I'm getting that message of like, somebody needs to declutter, only keep the things that really bring you joy or that you really need and really want. So that you'll feel lighter. You'll feel lighter and they won't be like holding you back, holding you down, weighing you down. The Two of Swords. Oh, okay. The Two of Swords is going with my message of opening your heart because the traditional Two of Swords, she's blindfolded and she has two swords like this. So she's crossing her arms right in front of her heart, like very closed off. So that goes with that message that I said of like, open your heart and live from your open heart so that the impossible can become possible. And the magic can happen. This is fun. I like this. I like these messages. I like talking about magic and living in the flow and miracles, and that's kind of my thing. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the story now, since that's the message. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you've maybe saw this post. I just posted it yesterday. Yesterday was my older son Owen's birthday and his 15th birthday. Hard to believe he's 15. Oh, I remember being 15. Anyway, and then it was also my maternal grandmother Nana's birthday, and she passed away 2 years ago. But they shared the same birthday, and she always thought that was very special and cool that she had a great-grandchild who was born on her birthday, because everyone was always naming their kids after her husband for some reason. All these boys, and no one ever named their kid after her, and she always felt a little left out that way. So it was nice when my son decided to be born on her birthday to give her a little bit of that special connection or whatever. She really, anyway, it meant a lot to her. And so if you saw my last reading, my first Scorpio season, which I just did a couple days ago, I was, one of the messages that, one of the strongest messages that came through during that reading was that this is the time of year where the veil is the thinnest between this world and the spirit world, and you can communicate more easily with your loved ones who have passed on and with spirits who are in other dimensions, and which is basically when souls pass on from this world to, they go to another dimension. That's, your soul exists in another dimension, higher dimensions. Anyway, so I was working out, and I can do a lot of channeling when I exercise. But I wasn't really trying to do that, but I was working out on my elliptic machine, listening to my music, and I was thinking about how it was Owen and Nana's birthday, and so then I was like, oh, I'll talk to Nana right now, and so I just wished her a happy birthday in heaven, and, you know, just told her some things that I love her, and it was actually a very special moment. I told her some things that I never thought to say to her when she was still here, so I never got a chance to tell her these things, so I'm trying not to get emotional. It was emotional. So I said those things, and then I just kept working out and didn't really think anything of it. And like 2 songs later, the song that came on my phone, my iTunes, was "Birthday" by the Beatles, and I automatically skipped it because I always, for some reason, I never want to listen to that song, even though I bought it on my iTunes, but whenever it comes on, I just always skip it, and so I just automatically skipped it like I do, and I didn't hear, but like, I heard in my mind, no, go back, like really urgent, like, no, go back, and I was like, ah! Okay, I was like, okay, what? And so I went back to the song, and then, started listening to the song and realized what the lyrics of the song are, and they say, you say it's your birthday, it's my birthday too. Oh, okay, I don't want to cry on camera. And then I got the message from Nana that I was supposed to play that song for Owen from her. And what was the point of this? Why did I start talking about this? I have no idea. It was related somehow. Just, I'm sorry, you guys. When I channel, I really am, like, my mind isn't involved, really. I have to, like, stop my logical thinking mind. I have to put it, like, turn it off in order to channel, like, straight from my heart, through the heart. Oh, I'm sorry. There was a point to that story. I mean, that's a nice story, right? But I feel like it was related somehow to something. I have no idea. So anyway, I feel like I'm totally losing it now. Okay. So yeah, oh, I know what the point of the story is. About magic and how magic happens and how magic is real. Okay, so the last couple of years, I've been living with my heart open and working on that and working on things and doing things, and these magical things have happened to me. Like I started channeling and getting messages and being able to communicate with other realms and things like that. And so every time something like that, something cool happens, I always tell my sons, but specifically my older son, because he is an INTJ, and he is Mr. like, prove it to me with science. Very masculine, very mental, logical mind oriented. And so I've worked really hard to try to, oh, my hair's bugging me, try to teach him how to connect to his heart space, and teaching him that magic is real, and that when you connect to your heart space, that's how the magic happens and all this stuff. And he was very skeptical for a long time. But then I kind of wore him down over time, because it was like all these crazy things were happening, and I would tell him about them, and then it was like clear, these things, you know, at first when I would tell him the things, he's like, oh, that's just a coincidence. That's just a coincidence. And I would tell him, there is no such thing as coincidences. Like, it's a sign, or it's a message, or it's magic. And but after like so many things happened, he finally started to stop being so skeptical and doubting me, and he started to be more of a believer. And just the other day, he was back to his, you know, I don't know if it's him being a teenager or, you know, wanting to push boundaries or trying to push my buttons or whatever, but I was telling him about something. I was telling him how the upside down star, like the pentagram, is a symbol of the devil, because it's the goat and with the horns and the ears and the beard. And I was telling him that because we saw one on the Freemason building, which, anyway, I have strong feelings about the Freemasons. But anyway, I was explaining that to him, and he just was not having it. He was just, no, it's not, and blah, 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 and whatever. And so I was like, oh, no, he's, you know, I'm seeing that skepticism from him again, which I haven't seen for a long time, and that trying to, like, argue with me. Just that real masculine energy. His real masculine, like, ego trying to prove me wrong or tell me I'm wrong or whatever. And I was just like, oh, no, he's, you know, he's regressing. It's kind of, I didn't say any of this to him, but in my head I was like, oh. And so anyway, so it's funny when that happened, and then I didn't see him, my son, yesterday for his birthday, but I found a YouTube video of that song, and I sent it to him via text, and I told him it was from Nana, and then I ended up having to talk to him on the phone later, or I did talk to him on the phone, wish him a happy birthday, and he hadn't watched it yet. And so I told him the story of what happened, of how I was working out, and I was talking to Nana, and then all of a sudden, like, Nana was talking back to me and giving me this song to play for Owen and stuff. And so it was just very cool that Nana was helping me. She was helping me to show Owen that magic is real. So that, in a way that perhaps he would not be able to deny anymore. Like, well, he can probably still try to deny that was really from Nana, and that was, you know, he could just say that it's just a coincidence or whatever, but you know, anyway, it was just cool. It's cool that Nana was helping me out with teaching a skeptic that the magic is real. So maybe that's a message for somebody out there. Maybe somebody out there is a skeptic, and it's time to perhaps consider that magic is real. So you hear people a lot say, I believe in science. Science is real. And it always makes me chuckle now, because I just feel like people sound kind of like, I'm not saying this in a judgmental way, because I love everybody and everybody's equal and everybody's on their own path, and I understand that, but I always kind of chuckle and feel like people sound kind of like idiots when they say that. Because I know there's so much more. Not that science isn't real. Science is real. It's not that I'm not like a science denier. It's not like I don't think science is real, but I think that there's so much more. And science is just very narrow-minded. I feel like science is very narrow-minded and close-minded, and is not open to, at least not yet, open to the possibilities of other things, like the quantum realm and things. So, what's my point with that now? Science, people think science is real. Oh, so people, that's very dualistic thinking too, to be like, well, just science is real, and just this physical world and what we can see is real, and just the laws of physics are real, or just, you know, like that's the only thing that's real. That's like one side of the duality paradigm. And then I guess the other side would be magic, that magic is real. But the truth is really in the middle. The truth is when you put the two together, when you put spirit and God and magic together with science. Because someday science will be able to explain God. I think. I think. In a very, like, undeniable way. But we're just not there yet. And mostly we're not there because the scientific community is very much, like, doesn't believe in that kind of thing. So, but I think there are people who are going to be coming to, who can see both sides and realize that the truth is in the middle and put them together. So, there's that message. We're all on the same team. We're all on the same team, and it's time to stop fighting each other and arguing with each other and trying to prove each other wrong and prove ourselves right. We're all on team love. And when we realize that, then we can really work together and make incredible things happen. I like that. That's nice. So, anyway, I hope you have a good day or night, whatever it is for you now. I don't know when this will be going up on YouTube. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if anything resonated with you or if you have any additional things to add. If you want to come at me with your ego, you might want to save your breath. I feel the need to say that. Because the magic is real. And, yeah, anyway. I mean, you can come at me with your ego if you want to. I have it happen quite often. I am very good at triggering egos, especially males' egos. So, but that's part of my mission here. That's what I came here to do. I came here to help that masculine energy that dominates, that thinks they're right, that thinks everything has to be proven with science and proof, tangible proof and things. And I came to bring in the feminine magic and to show that the feminine energy is just as real as the masculine energy and just as needed and just as can contribute just as much. So when you put the two together, when you put that masculine, logical, thinking brain with the feminine heart energy, that's where you get the truth and where anything is possible. So the marrying of the masculine and the feminine. Oh, and I'm going to a wedding today. That's appropriate. Okay, so these are the messages. It's already a long reading. I'm trying to make them shorter, but I just keep going and going. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you're still watching up to this point, like I said, comment if you have anything to say at all. I love to hear anything, honestly. And I don't get triggered anymore, really, by people coming at me with their own ego, trying to project it onto me. That doesn't, I can handle it. So if you feel the need to do that, you can do that. And I'm okay with it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.